Welcome to another of my videos. I'm Libby from libbystamps.com and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia, and today I'm bringing you another Brusho technique, and I don't have a finished card to share with you, but we'll make a card front and I'll have the finished card on my blog. I'm going to use Dragonfly Dreams, and yes, mine's very coloured basically because I've used it quite a bit, and I'll just put that up on a block and I'll bring in my Stampin' Pierce mat and I'm just going to pop that under the paper towel, and I've got watercolour paper here and I'm just going to spray the dragonfly with water. So we're not inking the dragonfly up, we're just spraying with water to make it stamp a bit better. Just going to dry a little bit of that water off with a paper towel. I don't want it to pool, so I've got a little pool of water there, so I'm just picking some of that up and I'll pick up the water around the block. So you just want your stamp wet like you would if you were inking it up, but you're using water. Alright, and then I'm going to stamp on my watercolour paper just with the water. And hopefully if this works, the Brusho will just go on to the bits, or it will activate on the bits that are wet. So I'm using some of the Prussian blue here. See how it's not reacting with any of the other parts? And I'll use some of the yellow. Oh, I'm liking that. Alright, so it's just a very subtle image in the background, and I'm just going to keep adding colour here. Oh dear. I'll show you the finished card that I make when I've finished it. I'm going to allow it to dry by itself. Brusho Colour Crystals. You can buy them in my online store, and if you go to libbystamps.com and click on the shop button, you'll be able to shop with me. So I'm just now adding some brilliant red to see if that'll do, but I think we're about dry on the dragonfly. So another thing you can do is, and I think I showed you this the other day, so I'll just put that to one side to dry, and then I'll get out another bit of a sheet. I'll put all the measurements on my blog for the card and everything when I make the card. So this time, I might just turn my paper towel over. It's not that it's expensive to use, just don't like wasting too much. Alright, so this time I'm just going to spray the dragonfly with water. You don't want it too close, but you do want it nice and moist. And then I'm going to come in with some green, perhaps, some mossy green, and just add that to the dragonfly. And you can't see it when the image is still wet, so you have to just sort of guess really and hope that you've got most of the image coloured. So that's just wetting the stamp, then putting the Brusho straight onto it. I'd have to go this way a bit, and then stamping down. Push hard so that you know that you've got the image well inked, so to speak. Ooh, that's a bit different. So there's another way of using your Brusho, and now you can dry your layers off, and I might try that. I'll show you what I mean. You can dry them off. So I'll just dry this off with my heat tool. Alright, now you can add other layers if you want to, but you can come in with your aqua painter and take some of that colour out. So just adding water, taking colour out, just to make that image a bit lighter there. I'll do something with this, I'm not quite sure what, but I'm just going to add more water and see what I can do with this image, and just take that colour out like that. Meanwhile, the other one's almost dry. All right, I'll leave that to dry, and then I might take some more colour out. Now, while I'm here and I'm doing dragonflies, the other day I showed you how to do this one. Now, another technique, I'll just clean my brush off. So just use your paper towel to clean your brush off. All right, another technique you can do with the Brusho is come in and spray from a distance and then just leave those drops to dry. So, and just leave them like that, and then hopefully you'll get a different effect. Another thing you can do is with your Winl of Stella, I've got water in one of mine, but with your Winl of Stella, you can come in, and I'll use my Stampin' Spritzer. Now, I'm going to push that ink down into the brush till it starts to come out, and then I just use something else to tap that colour on, or the glitter onto the card. And when it dries, it should have a lovely glittery effect, which is a bit hard to pick up in the video, but I'll try and take a close-up of it when I do my blog post so you can see how it's happened. I can see glimmer all over this now, and it's just a lovely effect. So that's just using your Winl of Stella. I'll try and bring it closer to the camera so maybe you can see some of those sparkly bits on there. Don't forget to shop with me online, libbystamps.com. Click on the shop button. I'd love to be your demonstrator and send you thank you gifts for every time you order. So I really appreciate you spending time with me today. So that's it for today. All right, thanks for stopping by. Bye for now.
Try to draw outside the line. Let us see inside your mind. You'll find inspiration. All I'm saying is you can do it. I want to hear